What's up? What's up? Haha. It's been a little while since we've gone live and just trying to get the algorithm back dialed in because we got a good announcement, a crazy announcement for tonight. We're live right now in the Robotaxi. Man, what a day. What a day. Tesla, all-time high. I made that video yesterday about the CEO from Lyft basically saying, that self-driving cars would not replace human drivers in any reasonable amount of time. Well, that's not true because here we are. My self-driving car is taking me into the office right now. So big announcement for tonight. I've been doing WSAR Hurricane Sports with my friend Mike Herron the last few months. I got to tell you guys, it's been a lot of fun. I never thought I would do sports radio. Like I'm into sports, but I'm not a guy that I thought, I don't know. But anyways, it's a little out of my comfort zone. It's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. So shout out to Mike for giving me the opportunity. And so we're going to be live tonight on SAR, but we're going to do something a little different. So that's why I'm making sure the live stream is working because we're going to live stream from our own profiles as well. So we're kind of going to podcast the radio show. So you'll still be able to listen to it on the radio. You'll still be able to watch the WSAR stream, but you'll have a different stream on my channels and on Mike's channel. So it should be pretty cool, man. It's going to be a different look, different vibes. So a podcast on the radio show tonight from 6 to 8. So I hope to see you guys there. A lot of fun doing that. And, we're going to just take it up another notch and just see where it goes. So back to Tesla. Listen, guys, the future is here. The car is driving me to the office. I'm talking to you. I'm being productive. It's crazy. Are there still bugs in it? Yeah, absolutely. It's software. Think of every time your iPhone updates, there's always a little bug or something. There's little bugs in full self-driving. It's not 100% yet, but I'll tell you, it's like 99.9. And then this is the worst it's ever going to be. So definitely, just mind-blowing, man. And I think Wall Street is catching on. The stock almost hit 500 bucks. I think it got to 494 last night. It's selling a little bit this morning, very normal, but the trajectory is looking amazing. So a couple things that people always ask me, it's winter time and people say, oh, Dave, you drive an electric car in the winter, the range, the battery's going to die. No. Have I noticed a little difference? Yeah, I actually checked this morning. So typically it's about 221 miles, and I only charge to 80%. I'll explain that in a second. So 80% usually gives me about 221 miles. When I got in this morning, it was like 207 was the projected range. Again, for me personally, the amount of driving I do, it doesn't matter. I drive 20, 30 miles a day. And if I was out somewhere and the battery was low, the supercharger network is no joke. So it's very easy to charge the car. But again, it doesn't matter. So if you have a charger at home, if you have the ability to charge at home, the range doesn't matter. All right. Now, another question I get too, these are all good questions. I appreciate it too. Another question I get, is, if you can only go 220 miles, don't you got to stop for 3 hours and charge? Well, that's so interesting because what Tesla did that was smart was they built the supercharger network. So they have the fastest charging capability of any electric car out there, and they're everywhere. So we recently went to Virginia. Every 2 to 3 hours, we stopped, charged for about 15 minutes, which to me is great, right? The car's driving me, so I'm not doing anything. I was literally watching Red Zone on the way back, literally sitting like this, watching football while the car was driving. After 2 to 3 hours, I got to get out of the car. So you get out, you literally just plug it in. There we go. We're back. So so when you're on a road trip, it knows when to stop. It'll tell you. You don't charge all the way. It just charges you enough to get you to the next stop. And the way charging works is, if you imagine like a parking lot, right? There's a parking lot that holds 100 cars. All right. The first 5 cars in the lot, it's pretty simple. You just park, right? The next 50 or so cars, it's pretty easy to park. There's a lot of open space. You pull in, you park a car, Nice and easy, right? This is how battery charging works, right? Once the lot gets about 80% full, you got a 100-car lot, there's 80 cars, it's a little bit harder to park. Now you're driving around, you're looking, it takes longer to park your car. And that's how battery charging works, right? You know, you get past 80% on the battery, and it just takes longer for the energy to find a place to park, right, to store. So that's why, you know, for your iPhone, most electronics, they tell you not to go past 80%. And that's what I do with the car, you know. And then when you're out, you know, you stay in that range of 20 to 80%, and it's the fastest charging that there is. So yeah, so that's a couple little questions about Teslas. Very exciting, full self-driving. Just took me over the Braga Bridge. We're coming into Fall River now. It's going to take me to the office. So tonight, guys, 6 to 8, we'll be live streaming here. We're going to podcast our own radio show. We'll be on WSAR, Hurricane Sports, and we're going to podcast it live with our own cameras, our own setup on my channels, on Mike's channels. I guess the only limiting factor in this will be the internet at WSAR. So I don't know how fast their upload speed is. So I guess we'll find out. I should have probably checked that. I didn't think of it till this morning, actually. But I don't know, it's going to be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. So a different kind of angle to our show. So yeah, guys, that's what it is. So we'll see you tonight, 6 to 8. Just wanted to get the algorithm warmed up, let it know I'm still here doing lives, and very exciting, guys. So check us out tonight. Shout out to Tesla. Shout out to the stock market for finally catching on that this is not a car company, it's an AI company. All right, guys, take it easy. Have an amazing day. Stay warm. I'll see you all tonight. Thank you.